Karen Kelley and her 16-year-old granddaughter, Kiana, are suing Kiana's ex-boyfriend, 19-year-old Tyler McMillen, for breaking her brand new iPod.
Mr. McMillen, this case is about a broken iPod that belonged to this young lady. The iPod cost, I don't know, something like $173 to fix. She says that it's your fault that it broke. You acknowledge that you were at least in the area when that happened, but you said it's not your fault.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let me start with you, inasmuch as you acknowledge that you were present when the iPod broke.
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, you and this young lady were no longer a couple, correct?
No, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am, sorry.
You were not a couple?
No.
Okay, so now tell me what happened.
Me and some friends were at the complex park, and I seen a sock in her pocket.
A sock?
Yes, ma'am.
What color was the sock?
I think it had like decals on it or like a design. I'm not sure the color.
And it was hanging out of which pocket? A pants pocket?
I'm pretty sure it was the right jacket pocket.
So you saw her with a sock hanging out of her pocket, her jacket pocket?
Yes, ma'am.
Go.
And I asked if I could play a song or two, and
on her sock?
All right, I asked if it was her new iPod, and she replied yes.
Well, why would you think that a sock housed an iPod?
I've used a sock as a case for my iPod as well.
Oh, okay, so that's what kids do.
I guess so.
So you used a sock for your iPod. So since this was a decaled sock, and she looks like a young lady that's pretty put together, she wouldn't have a sock hanging out of her jacket pocket unless it contained an
iPod.
Right. So you asked if you could play a tune on it.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you asked her if you could play a tune on her iPod, what did she say?
She didn't say anything.
She didn't say yes, and she didn't say no?
No, ma'am. Before she could really react, I kind of leaned towards the iPod or the sock.
How do you lean towards the iPod?
Lean?
You leaned like this, with your hands behind your back?
No, ma'am. Well,
where were your hands?
Let me see your iPod.
Like this?
Yeah, may I play a song on it? And she jolted back, and it fell out of her pocket and broke on the ground.
Well, it wouldn't have jilted out of her pocket, as you indicated, unless you had your hand on the sock.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, what?
My hand was not on the sock. It never touched the sock. It was hanging out of her iPod, or out of her pocket, and when she jumped back, it fell out.
Go ahead.
Okay, so me and a few of my friends...
Listen, please, I can't hear this English.
Speak louder. I'm sorry. Me and a few friends were...
Your friends go first.
Oh, my friends and I...
Perfect.
Sorry. My friends and I were at the apartment complex park, and Tyler came up to me, and he pulled the sock without asking out of my jacket pocket.
That's exactly right.
Out of my jacket pocket.
That's right.
And it fell out, and it landed screen first on the sidewalk. And I started crying because I just got that 3 weeks prior.
I see it.
It's fixed now. Do you want me to unlock it?
Here's the broken piece as well.
Oh, it's you saved the broken pieces.
They gave it to me, the repair shop, when I had it repaired. I have the receipts for that as well.
And the receipt for it, please. Thank you. You must have pulled on it pretty hard.
No, ma'am.
Just for my own information, sir, what did you say to her when it broke?
I apologize.
What did you say? You said, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
She's crying.
So what did you do?
I hugged her and said, I'm sorry for jolting towards you and making you drop your iPod.
You didn't say that at all. I'm sorry I jolted towards you and made you break my iPod. What, are you kidding me? This job is really so easy. Okay, cost you $118?
Yes, it did.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues.
I didn't touch it. It was all her fault.
I was quite shocked because I didn't know it shattered the screen yet.
I did not have anything to do with it.
And then once I saw the screen, I just started crying.
It is what it is. What happened, happened.
It was like my pride and joy. It's my baby. I love my iPod.
I hope everything's cool and we can live life and go on.
I'm willing to forgive and forget.